Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Cilk, and this is my proposal for building a new Cilk Runtime. So at this point, we've all seen anywhere from 1 to 3 times, depending on which group you're in, how the Cilk Runtime works. However, at a very high level, as a reminder, there are a bunch of threads called workers. They split the call stack into several smaller chunks, response dividing everything up. We store it in something called a spawn det, depicted here, and other workers can steal and resume execution from the head of another worker spawn det. Now, that's not very complicated. However, the current Cilk runtime, the Intel Cilk Plus runtime, is. It's large, and it's complicated. This creates some fairly obvious problems. If you're a student, say from 6172, trying to learn the Cilk Plus runtime, there's going to be far too much to parse through in a reasonable amount of time. And if you're a researcher trying to prototype a change to the runtime, there are going to be far too many dependencies, a lot of which are not very clearly documented. So our solution is a new runtime library called Cilk, and it will meet these criteria. It will perform comparably to Cilk Plus, and it will be shorter, less than 7,500 lines of code. It will also be simple. What do I mean by simple? I mean that the code as a whole will be easily hashable, and it will be very well documented. Now, these first two parts are very easy to demonstrate. The last part is not, and this demonstration will be the second half, for lack of a word, of our project. We'll be making a sample modification to Cilk. In particular, we're going to be looking at how much it costs to steal. So we're going to track random steals and the number of associated statistics, such as the number of cache misses. And from that data, we'll create a model of the cost of work stealing. Now, we have reason to believe that the cache misses are actually going to be the majority of the cost. So we should end up with results that look something like this. The difference is that in the final version, this will have been made in something other than Excel, and will be complying with a number of design principles that we hopefully all learned last Friday. It will also have more sanitized numbers. The ones currently there are basically random. Now, let's talk about contingencies and timelines. Let's say I can't get the runtime working. That's actually not much of a concern because we have a 3-step timeline to get Cilk up and running. Step 1 is to work with fib done, and we predict that'll be done by the end of the month. Step 2 is to get general fib running. That should take another week. Step 3 is to get first spawn, sync support by April 10th. Now, why do we think that this won't be a problem? It's because we're ahead of schedule. To work with fib is almost done, and the week estimate for general fib was fairly generous. So we have full confidence that Cilk will be done. Now, perhaps more pressingly, what if we can't get enough statistics on steals? Well, we have a backup idea, which would involve adding and comparing different implementations of pedigrees. This would be very nice because it would demonstrate the modularity of Cilk, perhaps even better. And if we finish on, we'll do that anyway. Hopefully I've stayed under the 4 minutes. Thank you.